every day between 2 and 5, I'd say, my man and I, we have our meal. So we usually do one meal a day, one big meal, and we do a healthy bowl. So today we're going to do a healthy salmon bowl, but we're going to do a little bit of a different twist on it. We are going to add collard greens, mixed collard greens to this bowl, in addition to the rice and the other vegetables that we have, and then with the salmon on top. So I have everything right here. Hey y'all, it's Kika, your lifestyle blogger. So I want to talk to you about healthy eating. So this is not something that I did all the time. Me and my man just started this regimen within, I would say, going really strong within the last year. Even more so though when the fire happened in December and we came back and we had to live at the cabin remotely. Well, not at my cabin, but a cabin remotely for a while the house was being repaired. We really focused in on our health and getting all of the things that we needed to. And for some, it could be more expensive just because when you're buying fresh produce and things like that, it is more expensive, but it's so healthy for your body. And that is the thing, because of course I'm trying to lose weight. I have a ways to go. I have like 20 pounds I still need to lose. I need to lose here in my arms. I want those a little smaller. And in my belly area here, I'm looking to lessen that, because you see. So there's a lot. And when you're in your 50s, it's really hard to get to where you need to be, especially if you're at the point of no return. And whatever the point of no return is for you guys, you only know that, because everybody's body is different. You know, it's hard to get the weight off. I mean, even if you're not in your 50s, once you get that weight on you, it's hard to get off. So let me just tell you, what we first started with was juicing. And I went and I got this Dr. Sebi book, and it talks about the different juices and what they're good for. Having that alkaline diet smoothies and just kind of all of those things. And the things that we were putting in the smoothies, you wouldn't think that it would taste good, but actually when it's all together in the smoothie, it really, really tastes good. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, my boyfriend still does smoothies every single day. It's a replacement meal for him. He loves it. I don't do smoothies anymore. I used to do it a lot and often, but I'm a coffee girl. I'm just gonna be honest. So what I've chose to do is supplement. And I drink my coffee during the day, in the morning, and then between 2 and 5, that's when we have our big meal for the day. And I can usually just do one big meal, and that's it. And I don't even eat the entire big meal, which is crazy. He does need to snack a little bit more after that big meal at 5. So around 8 o'clock, he's probably a little hungry again. So he snacks a little bit more, but it's usually things like fruits, grapes, or peanuts or stuff like that. And ever so often we will do a cheat day where we're doing fries that we cut up and put in the air fryer, and burgers and just something like that. But that's very, very seldom and not often. And we usually get ourselves caught up when we go out of town and we visit our family and restaurants and things like that. And that good old food, we can't help it. So then we kind of get off track then, and then when we come back home, we have to get right back on track. But that Dr. Sebi smoothie book, I recommend if you want to start somewhere, start with doing smoothies, because that's like a meal replacement, and that will get you to where your ultimate goal. So if you find yourself eating 3 times a day, which you probably should not do at all, or more, go ahead and just try to replace a couple of those meals with smoothies, and you'll find that it's good. And I got this book on Amazon, and it's just a small paperback book. It's helpful. Then I went and got another book, and this is Dr. Sebi's treatment book, and it goes more into detail about the kinds of foods you can eat. So what I've done is I looked at this book carefully, and then I planted those things in my garden outside. Now, sadly, so every year I go through a battle with my garden. Gardens aren't as easy as people make them seem. The bugs, the crickets, everything just got to my garden. So now today, my neighbor came over and he cut the trees back, which is good. And so now I can see my garden more. A lot of my cabbage is gone. So I'm going to replant. So I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to get some plants that are already started. And then I'm going to do a bunch of seedlings and put them in. And we are right now, a little bit past mid-July. It's July 20th today. And so hopefully, if I do really well, I kept some dirt and everything that's still out there because I knew this would happen. Then I can go ahead and plant the garden. The garden will grow and things like that. But what I've learned is if you put lavender in your garden or around your garden, that keeps a lot of the bugs away. So I'm going to get some lavender seedlings and put that out there. And then I also have peppermint, and I'm going to get some lavender spray or whatever I have to do to keep them away. I'm only doing this right now this way because it's summertime. So I did order, I want to show you, this huge plastic thing. This is what's going to go over my entire garden trellis. I got a big garden trellis. It's going to go over that in the fall. So that way I can keep going with my garden for a little bit longer before the frost comes, which is exciting. So I'll have this. So every year I'm going to take this on and off and be able to use it in my garden from the fall through the winter. And then in the summertime, take it off so that the natural rainwater and stuff can hit my garden. Now, let me talk to you about natural rainwater and what I'm doing. So here in Minnesota, we have had some scorching last couple of weeks. When I say scorching, to us, 90 and 100 degree weather does not exist in snowy Minnesota, but it's existing this year. So anyway, it's been terrible. So not only are the bugs eating my flowers, but they're not lasting because it is so damn hot outside. But then we have beautiful rain that comes. And the rain is so great that the plants and everything look so lush and they grow like crazy. The trees are growing so large out there that my neighbor had to come and cut them because it's hitting my other neighbor's house. So anyway, that had to happen. And so what I decided that I'm going to do between rains and when it's so hot outside, I've been using the city water to water my garden. And that's been killing my garden. So I don't know if you guys' water is the same wherever you are, but if it is, that's killing my garden. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy 2 big 50-gallon rain barrels. So I have 100 gallons, 2 rain barrels. They're flat on the back because some people put them underneath their spout, but I don't have a spout on my house. So I'm going to put them actually in my garden back to back, connect them, or maybe not, it doesn't matter. And then it does have a spout where you can fill your water bucket up, or you can put a hose and spray your garden. So I'm going to use natural rain. So when it rains and that water collects in the rain barrel, then I'll have, at times when it's scorching, I'll have that water to reuse on my garden without having to mess with my garden with city water. That's the problem, city water. Go from hot weather and then you're using city water in your garden, it doesn't work. So I'm going to use rain barrels because I am determined to have a beautiful lush garden. And everybody, if you do your research, and everybody that you see that have a beautiful lush garden with big cabbages and great things, they're not using city water. They're taking those different measures into account to keep the bugs away, to keep their plants hydrated and everything. And so that is what I am going to do. So that's what I'm going to order next to make sure I have everything I need. And then next year, I'm going to be so ready because I have learned over these past years, 5 years it's been, I've learned about how to do a garden. And now I'm getting better and better at it. And I'm excited. In addition to that, doing the garden, I'm also taking care of my health. The garden has me moving and shaking. I ordered an exercise bike. I'm eating healthy. Hey, I'm going to be 55 in less than 60 days. And so I want to make sure that I'm on the right track. And I don't feel like I'm on the right track. I don't feel as healthy as I want to be. I'm going to show you. So I bought these shirts because it's just a lot easier when I'm working, because I do have a professional job during the day. So I want to be covered up, but at least you know, wear a suit coat or whatever, but at least be cool when I'm out and about. So anyway, I have some weight to lose. I do. This is not the size I want to be. When I was growing up, I was never this size. I was a size 100 or less. Yes. But your girl has gained weight. And this morning I weighed in and I was tagging at first 167, 168. Now I'm 172. Not having it. My goal weight is 145. So that is what I'm working on. So if you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'm going to ask you to do so by hitting that subscribe button. That way you don't miss notification every time I upload a new video. And I promise you there's going to be some great videos coming. So keep watching. More video footage coming up. I just went shopping. I got some more tomato plants. And then I got a bunch of seeds. So I got a bunch. So I'm going to wait actually until tomorrow to plant. But I got what I need. I'm going to actually wait till tomorrow to plant all this stuff because tomorrow it's going to be 78 degrees. Right now it's in the 90s, upward of 100 degrees, and it's just too hot to be planting outside. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to start planting. All right, y'all, real quick. I'm back from the store, and I bought quite a few things that I'm going to use in my garden. I'm going to show you what I got. So, first thing first, I went to Menards. Of course, there's not a lot of plants right now this time of year. People are pretty much done planting, but there were some. So I purchased these already started tomato plants. And these ones get the big juicy tomatoes. So I got these. What I'm going to do is rearrange my garden beds. There's one garden bed that's not doing really well. So I'm going to move that to the other side. So I'll probably have two on each side. So that way these tomato plants can grow over and they can grow over and together. So I got that. And then from Menards, I went ahead and purchased some organic seeds. Some corn seeds. So I only have one corn growing out there. So I'm going to plant another one next to it. Hopefully it'll grow fast. I got some more beans and these grow up and over too. So I'm going to plant those on the other side. And then I have some more cauliflower and cabbage for what I lost. But what I really had a lot of fun is when I went to Dollar Tree. Everything at Dollar Tree, all of their seedlings are 15 cents right now. Can't plant all of these. Some of these I'm going to keep till next year. But I got like a whole bunch. You used to could get 3 for $1, but now they're only 15 cents each. So I got some more summer squash. So I may plant some of that. I don't think I'm going to plant the cantaloupe, but I'm going to plant the peppers because they do okay. I have sunflowers is next year. I have kale. I have spinach. My man loves spinach, so I'm going to plant those. And some peppers. And I thought I had cucumbers, but I guess I don't. Shoot. Maybe I got them in here. No, I don't think I got cucumbers this time. Nope, just spinach and stuff. So I'm gonna plant some spinach, peppers, that stuff. We're gonna see how it does. Excited about that. And then I got the stuff for the grandkids as lockers that they can do. But I only spent $60, so I was really good. Not planting this till tomorrow because today's a really hot day, but I'm gonna sort through all these seeds and see what I'm gonna plant tomorrow. And what I'm going to just kind of keep and put away for later that I can plant next year. But I'm determined. My garden is going to be beautiful when I am done. So, keep watching. All right, guys. So here are the seedlings that I went and bought to replenish my garden. I also got a couple already started plants. So I just went through my garden and I cut back all the dead leaves and I kept everything that was trying to thrive, give it fresh topsoil and water it, and hopefully I can bring some of these plants back to life. that the bugs did. I just had to re-secure some of the plants, cut back on some of them, do a lot of pruning, and then I'm going to add seedlings to the garden over where the plants are so that they will thrive, and then I'm going to add some additional pots in the garden as well. We still have time, so I can turn this baby around. So as you can see here, I moved some of the planter boxes. And this is my AI idea of the space. So now that I have all of that figured out, I need to pour myself a drink so I can think through this whole process. Morning, everybody. So we just went to Scooters and got coffee. Yum, yum. So that's usually what I drink during the day until between 2 and 5. All right, y'all. So some of my stuff for the garden is arriving, and I'm so excited just to kind of walk you through what I'm doing to rework the garden. So keep watching. All right. So real quick, I had to rework my garden because the bugs took over. They got to everything. There were so many crickets getting to my plants and everything out there, and they destroyed it. So I went back out. I was able to save some of the plants and replant them and just kind of replenish everything in my garden. But I decided I'm going to change a couple of things to make sure this year it lasts. So one of the things that I'm going to do, instead of using city water to water my garden, I ordered 2 50-gallon rain barrels that are going to sit in my garden. And in between rain showers, I can use the rain barrels to water my garden. You can hook up a hose to it, just like you would to your house, and then water your garden. So I have fresh water, good water on my beautiful plants. Okay, and the other thing I decided to do is 2 things. To cut back on the population of the bugs, I decided that I'm getting this beautiful mosquito net mesh thing that I'm going to drape over my entire garden. And that way it's going to cut back on the bugs. Now, I've seen some bumblebees out there, which is good. They pollinate the flowers. So I need those, but I want to get rid of the icky bugs. So that is one thing that I'm going to do. And that comes today, and you'll be able to see it. You probably already seen my blog post today, and I have an AI picture of how I designed it. But I want to show you something that I did purchase that you might like. That is also in that blog post, and that's these solar crystal chandeliers. Now I have these solar crystal chandeliers. I have one out under my beautiful little patio that sits outside. However, I bought 3 in white because the mosquito net is going to be white as well. So I might as well just keep it. It's going to look like a beautiful wedding in there, but whatever. But this is going to hang. And then the solar light is right here. So it does get the light through there. And then at night, it just illuminates. And it's so pretty. And I'll show you guys it. I'm going to put all 3 up. And then when my mosquito net comes today, I'll put that up. But the one good thing about having that mosquito net is it's still light enough to be able to get the light through and rainwater and all of that stuff. So that way I'll still be able to take good care of my garden. All right, so I hung them up. They look pretty. Oof. I gotta wait for my mesh cover to come. Guys, so I'm gonna stop the video there because everything is coming today and I'll be able to put everything together. And then I want to just kind of get into some details about reworking your garden and all of that kind of stuff. So I want to do that in another video. So keep watching, more video footage coming up. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel, please do so by hitting that subscribe button. That way you don't miss notification every time I upload a new video. Also, if you are not following me on social media, that's Facebook and Instagram, make sure you do that because there are additional content that I do put on my social media channels that you will not get here on YouTube. Thanks for watching.